Yo yo yo. Do 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 do. I found out what that song was. It's by Donna Lewis. Okay, and we already got to on YouTube one now. Welcome to the stream, Lynn. Welcome to the stream at DXRP. Sorry, I'm late. I scheduled it for 4:30 and then pushed back to 4:15, and started streaming even later. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm gonna begin it now, and we'll get into it. Yeah. It's just so much on my mind and all this stuff to think about and whatnot and to do. I think after all that staying up, I think I forgot to buy the last 2 tokens. So we missed those 2, plus then we've missed 2 that we've collected and it hasn't actually added to our account. On top of that, it's been announced that there is going to be an update in which, to do with the Electric Wizard. We can watch that now, skip ads. Boom, so we'll go here. So I missed those 2, which is so annoying. So yeah, we missed them. That's a pain. But yeah, and so we're getting through this. I really want to finish off getting that dude there done. So it's always those challenges now. There was a couple times it wasn't those ones. So, because here, if we were getting there, those final few, I'm not sure if completing that actually does that, but we're getting very close to finally maxing out. How are we ranked? 36th still, that's real high. Yeah, they must have banned Harry. They must have banned Harry. They must have banned Harry now. Because Itsu called on Twitter for him to be banned, Harry. And sure enough, he's gone. Gizbro's back up there. Yeah, Itsu's heavily ahead. And now there's because sometimes the top 3 were a bit ahead, but now it's very close. And yeah, well, I mean, they're miles ahead, like way up at 3,000. So they're clearly better or whatnot, or had more luck. It's sort of like we're doing really well, because I mean, if you look at it, drops a lot, like just drops a couple of hundred in that, like 300 versus, I should be able to push up a wee bit in that. I also, because I want to complete the other thing, it's like, man, it just takes so much time to be pushing. Actually, change title to 17. Never mind. Okay, cool beans. I'm pretty sure I named it 17. Unless it had an error thing. Boom, so go through here. We'll watch their video of the new challenge changes in that. I was streaming an hour earlier than yesterday, which is good, but I was still hoping for an earlier night, but it still got really late. There's always so much to do. Anyway, good that we're finally streaming. We streamed for like 2 hours, and I shouldn't be really tired, because I didn't get up to yesterday till like 3:30. Dude. Got to refresh. I used to not have to refresh. It's odd then that it's done that. Come here. Here. Oh yeah, it's all working. Cool. Working harder. And there we go, on Trovo and Twitch. Awesome. Okay, we'll go. Oh, look, what was I even gonna do? Hey, pop. I remember that game. That game's gone now. Man, that was that year. I was covering it and then I stopped because I didn't think it was gonna go, and sure enough, it died. Oh, Red Knight on his one. Server. Okay. Refresh here as well. Cool beans. So what were the things it's going to do? Yeah, so we missed out. So we've dropped we've missed out on a few of those token things. Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna watch this thing, this video that they've released on that server. Clash Mini. Everdale's still going at the moment. They had this announcement here, so we will watch that. Four minutes, okay. Let's just exit that for now. Let's watch this. This will be interesting. Oh, not heaps of comments yet. Oh, cut this gun this. There we go. The big misconception about electricity. Electricity. Okay, there's like.
Fan, the challenge going.
Yes.
What is going on with it?
It's gone.
It's gone?
Yes.
So Fan, if I have 20 challenge coins right now, what is going to happen to them?
They will be turned to something crystal. We call them crystal points.
Amazing. So the crystal coins are going to be used for something special, I'm guessing.
They are going to be used for something crystal-like, something precious, something beautiful, something rare.
Can't wait to see what's that. Well, in the next update, you will find out what the crystal coins are for. So they will be converted 1-to-1 as you have the current amount of challenge coins on your account. But Fan, if we're removing challenge coin, how do people play ranked matches?
That's a great question. So when we first introduced challenge coin, our goal was to actually let players have a rest.
Yeah.
And then we realized that it is actually not doing what we expect to do. So we decided to hear players' feedback and improve it and change it. So now playing rank requires nothing. You can play as many as you want.
Nice.
That's that's a massive change in that. I think it's a good change actually, because I mean, yeah. I was about to say it's just like Rush Wars, but no, with Rush Wars they had that limit as well, but then they end up getting rid of it. Interesting, it's a big change. It's a big change. So then I guess it would just be like grinding like Rush Wars and that. I mean, I guess those tokens in Rush Wars were really cheap, so you could just keep buying them like real cheap to keep playing and playing. And for example, was Everdale? Everdale was kind of expensive, but even Clash Quest, it was I think kind of expensive, those tokens to keep playing. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's very interesting because yeah, we played for like 2 hours a day. I think we'd just keep buying new ones and that, but yeah. Because with Rush Wars, I remember I spent lots at the start, but then I don't recall having to keep spending heaps in order to keep getting those tokens. I think that was super cheap, those 5 keys or whatever. So it's very interesting, because then it will be like, well, then do I dedicate hours and hours and hours to streaming? I'm tempted to, because it'd be kind of cool to push on the leaderboard, but at the same time, I don't want to, in the sense that we're getting like no growth out of this game. Like my channel is just not growing from this game, which is such a shame, because it's popular, but my channel, ever since getting it banned and coming back, I mean, Everdale did alright, but even that wasn't very big at all if you look at it compared to pre-ban. But this game, it's been popular, but I've just got like virtually no traction and no growth. I'm still losing subscribers each day on average, a net loss over the last 30 days. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting because yeah, then it'll be like, well, how often, do you just keep streaming? I don't think I will, as much as it would be kind of cool chance to push. If we had, like 50, 100 viewers watching, I'd be like, okay, let's do this, let's go, and let's just grow this channel. But I don't think that's going to happen. So it's like interesting because it's kind of what I wanted. I didn't want this sort of limit thing, but interestingly, it takes me on. But I buy 15, but the 15 lasts me like a long stream worth anyway. Especially with all the daily things, it's going to take half an hour, and then by the time you slowly find opponents. So it'll be interesting to see then who ends up grinding for ages and ages. It's very interesting that the game has then changed from the system of, okay, it's this, and now it will instead be time-based. So that will change things up for sure, and then we'll see who emerges as the people that play for ages. I'll play it each. They might add clans. I'll play it each day, but, well, I don't know. It's hard to know what I'm going to do.
So you can play as much as you want the ranked matches. However, there is a little bit more of a risk at the higher ranks of you losing more rank points if you do lose the match, right?
Yes, because
but that's true anyway, currently. It's just because you get higher in that. It's like a bigger risk, but you'll still push it.
Previously, players need to spend these tokens, spend coins to play. So we were a little bit protective of players' rank. But now, because it's free, we believe that everyone should be challenged. Everyone should be moving up and down freely. So we'll give players trophy when they win, of course, but we'll also deduct the trophies when they lose. So
that's like basic, obvious. That's what they already do. Just means that you can just have more capacity to move up and down.
that everyone can find the perfect place for them to have a exciting and challenging game.
Sounds good. You're free to play ranked as much as you want. Have at it.
Well, there's sort of the question for some of these top players, like myself, is, well, what next in the game? We've maxed out the account. And the thing is, even for the free-to-play people, they said that it seems like it will only take a matter of months. It's like, well, then what? Like, now what's the next challenge? It's just a matter of just going ranked up and down. Which, I mean, is fine, but they'll have to keep adding stuff to the game. Like, you can't just indefinitely just keep playing and just slowly moving up with nothing new coming.
But Fan, right now, how many challenge coins, well, crystal coins, can people have before the update?
For now, you can only have 99 crystal coins.
99.
Yes, but in the future, we are going to expand the upper limit to 9,999.
So, after the update, you can go uncapped. Before the update, try your best to get 99 of them if you want to stock up. Alright, now let's talk about balance. Nerf E-Wizard,
I wonder what they will use that for then, all those tokens, if you can have 9,999.
right?
Yes, please.
Alright, but I don't think that's the whole story, right?
Well, the goal for balance changes are not actually going to make everything equally fair or powerful or have the same win rate. That's really not possible for a PvP game.
Yeah.
The goal for balance is to make every mini has its own weaknesses and strengths, so that when players use them well, they can win by using their strengths.
Yeah.
And when they got countered or outplayed by the opponent, the weaknesses make the opponent win the game, so that each game is still dynamic, each game is still challenging and fun.
Absolutely. And one of the things and philosophies with ongoing balance changes is always going to be that. To pull up your most unique play with the most unique minis that you can get, and that combination to get you the reward that you deserve. And stay tuned for all the patch notes and the balance changes down the line as the update comes pretty soon.
There we go.
And that's it for this small talk. We hope you enjoyed, and for all the upcoming features, stay tuned for our YouTube channel and possibly TikTok. I'm not going to promise a lot, but there's going to be some cool stuff coming as well. We would just like to say that we're very grateful for your feedback on Discord and Reddit.
Yeah, thank you so much for your feedback. We are listening, we are hearing, we are improving because of your feedback. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone, and keep posting on those platforms, especially Reddit and Discord, because I keep reading and the rest of the team keeps reading every day. So we're going to be improving the game as much as we can. Stay hydrated. Peace out!
Stay hydrated, eh? So yeah, anyway, I think it's a good change that then people will be able to play more. I support that change. I think that it's implied that you should stock up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that already exists. When you tap a mini, you can select which star to put on that mini. Tap again on that same ability to remove. Oh no, I see what I mean. Yeah, I see why they thought that. That's what I thought as well. So tap again to remove. Yeah, each turn. Yeah, okay, I see. Okay, yeah. Anyway, the other different comments. Yeah, so it's good that that will be happening. It only shows you X amount of YouTube videos and stops. Oh, yeah. I just... If we hadn't been banned, man, it would be so interesting to see how well our channel was doing. We could be doing absolutely stellar with the growth. Like, we could have grown so much. Anyway, that's interesting to see. Well, let's proceed on with the game. Vector, welcome to the stream. For what? A final push till the game dies. Wait, I'm thinking of... What was that? Are we being sarcastic then? I'm not sure. Oh wait, I'm thinking of Battlelands. So it'll be more time-based. Yes, indeed. So you can just play for as long... I mean, you have to be actually good enough to win. But even if you win 50% and you go up, let's say 5 and lose 3, then it would just make sense to just keep playing, just for ages. It'll be interesting to see what people end up doing regarding that. You'll have to go. Okay, see you, Vector. Yes. Okay. Oh, it's so annoying I didn't collect those tokens yesterday. That's okay though, we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can push. We managed to, we sort of like, for the last few days, we sort of stably just pushed up a bit. We got a good win streak going yesterday versus in the past. You'd just have times where it'd just be so many losses. Oh, he starts there. So they haven't updated the game yet, but they're going to. I like it when you have a little bit of time before they just go boom. Nice, I hit him on the side. Oh, I think we lose this one. Yeah. So yeah, let the stream begin. We'll be going for like maybe 2 hours or so. We're having such late. The thing is, if the days are as long as each, if I'd only just sort of started the day like at 9 AM and then just done it to a more recent time. Oh, you're in this one. Season 5, 15. It was such a good game, man, back in the day. And I think I really enjoyed, like, I enjoyed that one match I played. Since I haven't played it for ages, I probably enjoy it. Whoa, straight off the bat. Brickonda. Oh, we didn't even play that. Have we? Oh no, we've got the. Ah, no, that's annoying. We got this deck. That's so silly. Ah, this is not getting us the achievement. I was like, where is those other things? Oh well. Must have had wasted elixir. Oh, it's kind of annoying us, just like these rounds. You can be effective with both the bowler and the spear goblin. Faster it's over the better, because I want to swap out the deck and actually complete these daily achievements. No, definitely not. Joe Friday said something earlier. Had 3. No, I've had all 4 orders today. Very good. No, they didn't say when the update was. You didn't realize how the goblin, just a 1-star goblin, still doesn't keep the damage. Wow. See you, Victor. From what's that? Despicable Me. Oh, not him again. Oh, this dude. Okay. We hadn't wasted this hit in the meantime. Anyway. These people will be getting some free real estate. I mean, they're still having to fight for it, but it's not much of a fight when this is the type of army I'm dealing with. Yeah, let's go to home. what happened to Harry? Harry was banned, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm almost certain he will have been. It's so cool on Twitter for him to be banned, and then the next day he was banned. Well, no, I'm not sure when it's too cool for that. It's pretty. I saw it today that he pulled her, and then boom, Harry was banned, just like that. SuperSight has 33,000 subs on my through. So I'm like, yeah, my channel is screwed. It's it's a shame. It was Even before the ban, I wasn't didn't get that many for like just normal streams. Like even in March 2019. I think it was May 2019. I literally had like only grand watch for one of my streams. But I mean the Rush Wars is real popular, but the ban especially has I think it's absolutely affected this game. Live online now. It's not been, yeah, we're covering this game. It's barely got any traction. Which was crazy because there was so much interest to be had, and for Rush Wars I did get a heap of interest in that, and the audience was similar and absolutely would have been a big overlap and a likely interest in it, but just didn't get shown. Looks like we'll win this one. Ooh, we still will win it. Two on Twitch. It's almost like Battlelands. But yeah, no way to prove it. Indeed. We can chuck one of those guys in on the last round. Oh yeah, let me just get that. Yes, if we could win this, then that would be a win for that guy, which would be awesome. Yeah, we'll try that. Oh, lucky the bowler. Oh, that bomb's already off. Oh no, my guy didn't shield up. Could still win. Be one of our, yeah, I think we will. Awesome! Then we get a win with that guy. Yay! Get him moving him more and more towards. That's awesome. Yeah, that's, yes. How we maxed out. We've done pretty well in this game. Like, we're top 40 in the world. I mean, we've spent to get there, but we've still actually put in the hours of playing it, and Itsu's put in probably far more and researched all the players and all the troops to a bigger extent than I have, but I've still put in a solid amount of effort and have done well at it. Do you like this guard when he's protected up? Because 4 is like similar price to the knight. But still pretty protected at 4. Ah! He had run away. We got him. 1 on Facebook, 5 on YouTube, 2 on Twitch. I wonder, like, depending on how much they nerf the Electro Wizard, it would just be like a mass exodus of like, okay, yep, the Wizard is no longer a good troop. troops all over the show. That guy has to rush, surely. That lumberjack. Interesting, yeah, they said that the goal is not to make it. Should now players save the challenge coins for the update or just use it to rank up? I'd probably save it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Oh, but if they quickly kill him. No, there's no. No. Wow. Let's go. Oh, no, no, no. No. Nah, I stuffed up. Totally stuffed up. Oh well. Pizza. Papa John's. Cells. Yeah, I reckon if I hadn't messed that up, we should. Anyway. I want to get that guy as achievements. That one's done. What? We'll probably put it in front of it this time. Yeah. Oh, we got him. Reto, welcome to the stream. Fernando, welcome. Ha. Streams on blue. Okay. Here we go. Rushed. Bamboozle. Yeah, there's a lot. So many queens were up next. Oh, this guy again. Yeah. Since I wasn't going to win the game, many of these games, it didn't matter if I won. I should have been, using that guy anyway. Lumberjack, just to try and get those final few wins with him. And it shouldn't be that hard. I shouldn't take that long. I think he's one of the top 5 now. Could there be slightly high chances that when we like swapped things to like move dead and archer, that would be like connected to the swap those things? Weird anyway, they crush me then use the... Okay. I'll move on from him. Boom. Boom. And boom. Then we'll go for real. Start using the tokens. Oh, we've already got a... See if we can get some wins. Got a lot of big time ahead. Another hour or so. A couple of hours. So you leveled off a few days ago. Who Lynn or Ricky or me? Some mushrooms behind, out of town. Haha. Yeah, we got him. Gotta go, I'll be back. Yep. I don't reckon that's actually the best move, what I just did right now. Yeah, it's real interesting. What was it? Oh yeah, I read an article that Facebook's got a new CEO. It's real hard with Yeah, they got a new, well, that's coming in at the 2022 year. was like, oh wow. Yep, winning this one. So many games. Oh, it's a long night playing this game. I don't know, it's like, yeah. We're still doing pretty well. Sort of like, life is a highway, I'm gonna ride it all night long. That song. It's sort of like, you know, it's sort of just you're playing this game non-stop through like all the stuff, but then we're sort of like not winning the race. But we're doing pretty well at it. Oh, that was beautiful. Nice. Yeah, we're winning this round. Match. Nice. Gives us 5 trophies. Every match counts. Even though it's sort of like playing this game. Like, oh, this is the first game of many games. Did we win the round? 2-win streak. Nice. 5. We've got a lot to get through. Bye, be back. Okie doke. See ya, Fernando. Legendary League. And then, yeah, I think we're getting reset to... Well, not everyone above 1,200 is getting reset to 1,100. So, from that I take that you want to be on 1199. I moved that guy there because I thought the alpha was nice. Oh, that was a good one. Get a direct hit with an archer, that would be. I mean, with a goblin, that would be brutal. It's harder to just get a direct hit. Hey, to keep it. Often they don't put it right. We injured them, but ultimately sometimes we just die with it. Just go right back. Oh no. Tattoo involved in the stream. Unlikely we'll hit them. They'll likely move it though. Ah, they sweet. Not quite that helps. Still he's only level 3 lose sadly. We're just starting to get it. We got to 2. It's already dead. Winning the rumbles. Take ages though to finally get to it. We could wait for one. Yeah, let's wait for one. Dwayne. That one's still on the front page. It's 1.42 million views. It's incredible. United States. The Magic School Bus. That's funny. OG, still remembered. It's called Clash Money. Oh, we're not sure. Array Live. All sorts. I mean, I could have done all sorts of these videos, but I don't think they would have shown up. Beat Clash Mini. Did he get to like Legendary Maxed? Pushing back to Harry. We're there if we do the live thing, but without that thing, yeah, we're not there. And as you know, it could be that the algorithm now doesn't show live things, but OJ was there when he was live. The total Clash Royale, Clash Quest, Clash Mini things haven't actually got that many views. Like, there's a few of them with over, 300,000, but not really. 200,000. Oh, Vilro, he's got quite a few, but there's not that many that are actually 100k viewed. And 100k views is like pretty low threshold for, especially 3 people in the lobby now, especially for Clash, for Rush Wars YouTubers. We go channels, so get to relevance. Clearly not relevant. Channel. Kiro's time is second. And all these random ones with one video. I used to be like one of the top ones. Oh, Lex. I used to be one of the top ones for Heyday. I was huge in Heyday. I was like massive. Even once I'd like stopped regularly covering it, I was still there. It's insane that my one is not, like, well, last time I checked, I wasn't even on any, like, not even at all. But I was on here once, which proved that it wasn't just only channels that have the Clash Quest in their name or description. I'm just like, I was there a tiny bit, right near the bottom. But then went off and then haven't gone back on since. Even though it's like, mate, I've done... not necessarily most streaming on. I wouldn't rule it out that I've streamed it. I've done the most content on it on YouTube. On YouTube of Clash Mini in terms of total hours. I think there might be others, but I don't think so, because there's quite a few that are on Twitch. But on YouTube, this is what I'm looking at. Yeah, I've done a heap. There's OJ. There's just no way that we algorithmically don't even rank at all. Not even a result. Like, none. We don't rank at all on that. It's just no way. Oh, there we go now. Those starting to show up. 4 in the lobby. Why is something like that? Yeah, Rush Wars was my game. And Battlelands, actually. Battlelands even more so. I liked Battlelands more than Rush Wars. I was thinking about that the other day, yesterday, or a couple of days ago. When Elent was banned, I think yesterday. So I've sort of done all the different categories. Rating. It's always a random one. It's sort of real random, that one. Oh, we're up to 7 people. Pardon me. Pravik, welcome to the stream. You were one of the top players in the other game. That's so it really is. Like, there's just no way that we don't rank, and we don't even show it as a related channel, like, at all. Like, all those channels rank above me, and I'm not even on the list. Like, it's like, that just, there's no way. There's no way. I've streamed tens and tens of hours of this game, and there's hardly anyone else on YouTube that's doing that. There's just no way that we just are like, oh, we just happen to be, like, not at all ranked. It's like, that just doesn't happen. There's just, especially after my history of Rush Wars, and I know then from that it's like not like, oh nah, it's just really hard to do it. It's like with Rush Wars, there was other big YouTubers covering that. I ended up but then the reason why I didn't ended up with a lot of views on that was because the reason why I got less views on that was because of the fact that there's a rumble, that's right, different opponents, was because the interest in it dropped in that. With this game, the interest is high, and I'm just still getting, like, virtually no, like, I'm just not really getting shown much, and not showing up in those top few things, and thus, yeah, I don't know, it's just really dodgy. The thing is, it's super annoying, because it's like, I'm legitimately just algorithmically, just like, as in, if that's the actual legit fair position for me to be, then, yeah, then it's like, I don't want to say, oh, well, no, this is, you know, blah, 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 if it's not accurate. But the thing is, I can't know if it's accurate in that. I can't actually check. All I can know it based on in the past and that, and what's happened. And then this year is very odd, like, very different, and it just seems incredibly like this. Why would it just do that? That just doesn't make any sense, that I just wouldn't even show up at all for, like, the top 50 most related channels. It's, yeah, it just seems really bizarre. It's like I'm lower than all of them. Like, that's just not the case. But yeah, Clash Mini's doing bad, right? Yes. Who's gonna win? So this is looking good for me. Yes, we got it through. It's low, we get a lot of viewers. At least I hope it's gonna deliver a lot of this game. Yeah, but then I don't know if I will get a lot of viewers, because if we're still getting not shown, then that won't happen. And B, it's like, well, how many months of my life do I dedicate to this game on the hope that, oh, Florry's in this one. This is where I get knocked out. To the hope that I'll succeed. It's like, it's just so sketchy. Like, do you invest like 3 months of your life into intensely covering this on the chance that it might go global, and if it doesn't, well then too bad, you just lost. That's just a waste, you just lost all that. It's just such a massive risk to take, to invest so much time into it on the chance it will, and then even so, there's no guarantee that won't just get banned on YouTube again. It's just such a, yeah, it's just so stupid. It's like, yeah. Who wants to be a YouTuber? Like, yeah. Not by much, man. It was close. Anyway, I lose trophies. This is Zibani, isn't me? Yeah. We lose trophies from that. So we gained 5, then we lost 3, and then we're gonna lose 4. So we're doing worse than what we started so far today. It's a pain. Take that. We'll just do duels. I honestly think it's very... Oh, this guy! I remember this guy. I honestly think it's very unlikely that I'll be a streamer or a YouTuber in a year's time. I think I will have moved on. As much as I really wanted to do this, and I wanted it to work out, I wanted to succeed, I wanted to be a YouTuber. And I could have been. I mean, if Rush Wars had worked... I mean, if Rush Wars or Battlelands, or Heyday for that matter, if any of them had worked out, then I would have, you know, all of my 24/7 streams had worked out. And it was starting to work out. One of them got 500,000 views before and then it was banned, which cut off the stream. So, and it was getting more and more popular by the day, so that was, yeah. It's just, I so totally could have been. But now, even now, I would never be the same, because I'm so, unless YouTube radically changed, which it won't, it's getting worse, then, yeah, it's just like, I'll just be like, dude, I'm not putting in months or tens and tens of hours of my life, hundreds of hours, or 1,000+ hours, you know, into YouTube, and to just get banned, it's like, it's just not worth it. So I'm permanently skewed my view of YouTube anyway. We saw today Rumble did a merger with this public, it went public, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I've contacted Rumble before, and their team's not very responsive, which is a shame. On email, like they did respond to my email, but I gave them a list of just like at least a couple of basic ass things they could do, and they didn't do it. So it's like, well, yeah, that's not a good sign at all, and I don't want to then just throw all my eggs in the next basket. On top of the fact that the chance of me succeeding on Rumble aren't great either, because it's just this, the audience is smaller than that, but also it's just not like a big audience for Clash Mini on Rumble. Like most of the people play, most people haven't even heard of Rumble, I don't think. So yeah. Don't know what was behind. Yeah, there was so many different possibilities. There was literally, like, I literally created a list of potential people that did it, or groups that did it, but there's various reasons. But yeah, I don't know the, yeah, I don't, and you can't just look at that data. It's like if you had an employee in YouTube that's allowed to look at that and it's not against YouTube policy to look at that stuff, that'd be very interesting. Could happen again. I wonder if the new Rumble merge will help. Apparently the stock prices is up as a result of it. I read in an article. So it could help them. I hope it helps them. I really want them to do well. Oh yay, we win. I wonder if they We're slightly net up today. Yeah, it'd be good to... Yeah, I mean, I totally could have been a video creator now, but now it's very unlikely. Because I'm very much sort of ready to exit the market of it. Not like... I think I will, you know, because we'll see how this game goes and all that. But yeah. I'm still, like, not entirely given up yet, because I'm still streaming. And who knows, I might think, well, I won't stream to try and succeed, I'll just stream for fun. But that would mean a lot less streaming, probably. What would be, yeah. I still haven't learned the skill and have the capacity to stream. I should win this one. Oh, yeah, respect. I think my time, though, is better spent elsewhere than this. Like, just better spent elsewhere than doing YouTube stuff. But if, I mean, if I found a game that I really liked, it's like, this game is awesome. And it's definitely, I've found many games I really like. Who knows? I end up covering that one. I don't know, I just feel like life is so busy for me. I just got so much on in there. I mean, I don't go into detail on YouTube what stuff I have got on in that, so then you guys would hear that lots and be like, well, what do you mean you got lots of stuff on in that? But yeah, and I'm not going to go into detail. But it just, yeah, it's just so busy. There's so many good uses of time. It's so hard to decide and think, well, I won't do that one, and I will do this one. Yeah. Oh. Oh, nice. We took out that guy. I don't think we'll win this one. Whoa. Oh, no. We might. No, I don't think so. Quick settle. And then quick settle. Wow, that was lucky as. Every win we can get, slowly push our way up. Oh, that will help. Oh, they didn't have a bowler, so then they reduced their chance. Yeah, now I've got a bowler. They can rethink that strategy. Yeah, I think we should win this one. Oh, he wasted his... No, I don't think we will. Comes out in the final round. Welcome it. Claps. Whoa, we had 5. That might have been one of the... I was like, I don't think... That's like the highest I've ever got, I think. Probably like used like none of the exchanges or whatever. Here we go. We did head with that. Oh, no, we messed it up. Wowzers. Not looking good. Go, go, go. Yep, nice. Oh, nice! Looks like we're gonna win. Let's go. Oh, quick. Nice! Okay, there we go. It's hard. Yeah, yesterday I was so tired and just didn't care if we lost. And now it's like, no, we need to be winning. Counts. 3 on YouTube, 3 on Twitch, 1 on Facebook. Oh, this guy again. Maybe we don't now. Oh dear. Oh no. 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 Okay, there we go. Clans. Yeah. Yes. I would start a clan. I don't think many people would join, but start one. Try. Start one. Start one nevertheless. They didn't mention it, so I doubt they will add it. It would be so easy to like they'd have the functionality, like they'd know the programming from the other games, how to just, it would be super easy, I reckon. Man, I think we'll lose this. Go down. Yeah. I'll keep pushing on, but it's so annoying going like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like, okay, we just used up all those tokens and we didn't actually progress. But we'll see what we can do. Yeah, I think they're likely gonna win. We're done. Totally done. Last clan was yeah, we're not having a good streak today. We're just mucking around, wasting tokens. Not intentionally, but just inadvertently. I don't even know if the whole day we've actually gone up. We're like the same as like we were an hour ago. Challenges slash yes, I'm done with achievements. It's your original ideas. Oh, I think they can still use ideas from the other game. Yeah, man, it's not good enough for me. It's such a weird thought, thinking about how, like, had you know, Battlelands stayed popular, like, Conman and Zanzard and I might all be YouTubers, like popular YouTubers right now, with 100,000 subs, and who knows what would have happened if, you know, if the game had been great and sustained it. But instead it's like it's dead and we've all just basically quit. It's insane, like just the success of a game which we couldn't control literally just totally altered our lives. Like if it had like taken off all of us, I'm sure all of us would still be doing it. Which is pretty crazy thought, like, that's insane. We lose 2 elixir. Yeah, oh well. Ah, we're done. Yeah, we're just wasting all these tokens. And we're not actually moving. Really annoying. I think it's the wrong couple of opponents. Like, we literally just used up so many tokens, and we've actually, I think we're actually worse off than we were at the start. Because we didn't get any 3 streaks. None. Oops, no. Changing past history, interesting to consider. Yeah, Rush Wars was 2 years ago, indeed. It's just crazy. Like, it's insane. Like, honestly, like right now, I could be like a super popular YouTuber. Had Rush Wars taken off, had Heyday taken off, had Battlelands taken off, any of those games, then it's very likely that I would have become a popular YouTuber because I was leading in the field of Heyday for sure, and in Battlelands I was as well. Well, Game on Tom was the biggest in that, but I feel like, I feel like I would still got a huge boost, as would have Comman and Zanzard and that, and Heyday. So Heyday is leading in the field, and I mean, and leading doesn't mean I was first, by the way. In which case I was leading in the field of Heyday and in Battlelands, and in Rush Wars I'd say I was leading in the sense that I was like really high at it, and I was like, I was, and as known stream, I had a heap of people that then, if the game took off again, I'd get recommended again to them because they'd seen me in the past, etc. So, in all those 3 games, just had those games taken off, and I couldn't control that, I would have got a huge boost and would be a YouTuber of that game, of whichever one of those games took off. But unfortunately, all 3 of them did not take off. And Galadon was insanely lucky that he picked Clash of Clans of all the games in the world, and that was the one that took off. And look where he is now, 2 million subscribers. Yet it's like, I wonder how many Galadon equivalents there were at that time. I mean, there wouldn't be that many because it was 2013 or whatever, but that tried all these other games, and none of them took off, despite putting in the same amount or more effort than Galadon. And all these people cover all these different games way back then, and none of them were the right games. So you never hear of them. They're not YouTubers. They're just normal people with normal jobs now. But it just as well could have been any of them. And it was luck that Galadon picked the game that ended up being the ultra popular one. And it was unlucky, which I mean is then true for most people because most games don't take off, that I picked 3 games, all of which did well, but not well enough to go global. Well, 2 of them not. Well, no, one is global, 1 didn't go global, and 1 went global and died. So yeah, a bit of a mixed bag. But none of them actually took off in terms of popularity. I mean, they did for a little bit, and then they died. So I mean, Clash of Clans has then dropped back, but even Clash of Clans is still higher than all of those 3. So yeah, Supercell carrying over games, leading in the field of growth. Yeah, I mean, I had so many ideas. It totally could have been me. It could have been me, but it wasn't me. But yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel like I'm like pretty skilled up on it all now. So, and that's why I reckon if I kept trying, it could end up. I'm sure eventually I hit the jackpot. I mean, maybe I'd have to start a new channel because I feel like this one's got some serious issue with it, and I'd be better off just with a new channel than this one. Anyway. it's somewhat wrecked because of that ban. But yeah, I think I've actually sort of just decided that I don't really want to. Unless I just said no game. Oh, Flobby's in it again. Oh yeah, Flobby. I'll probably lose it then. That's annoying. I think I'd rather that. The Field of Breath. I had so many ideas. Indeed. It's a shame though when that fairness is human, that injustice is human made. This dude again. Yeah, I haven't calculated out how they're working out, but yep, and awesome. Yep. Boom, boom. That's a cool pattern, actually. I don't think I've ever done that pattern. Could succeed. What if you choose this? Oh yeah, even then I don't trust. Yeah, indeed. And it's just all this sort of stress. Yeah, it shouldn't have to be that way. If YouTube was just this unbiased, just a platform that didn't just ban people and restrict videos and all this nonsense and that, and demonetize and all that kind of absolute, and all these terrible updates in recent times, it could work. But I mean, but even like they said, again and again, they keep saying, oh, our monetization system's going to get better and that, and and then they just keep saying that, and oh, we're improving, and we're doing this again and again and again. They just keep saying that. Anyway, the last time, this was, I think, before I got banned. Oh man, we're gonna lose a whole heap of stuff, but anyway, we should be okay. And anyway, you probably remember Lynn, and they said, okay, no, this time it's going to be fixed, it's going to be resolved. We're going to base it on your last ones and that. So if you have a clean record of being good, and your videos doing, being fine, and you marking them accurately, it's going to be fine. Well, what do you know? I still get hit with those things. Just the 2 streams ago, the stream before last stream, demonetized. And it's like, oh, this has been marked as not suitable for advertisers. Like, that is absolute nonsense. It's just a lie that, oh, yeah, we're just gonna base it on the past ones, and then it will be correct now. No, it's not. It's still happening. In December 2021, it's still happening, and they just keep saying, oh no, this will be the update. Finally, we'll make it right next. It's like, no, it's absolute nonsense. This issues are still there. It's just absolute nonsense. It's so annoying. They're just not honest. They're just not honest about it. They say, oh yeah, we're gonna fix it this time. They just keep saying that. They said it multiple times. It was like rounds of, oh, we're improving it. We've heard your concerns. This time, we've made these changes so you won't experience as many demonetization things. Well, it proceeds on. And oh, this is the final one, man. If we could have won this, almost zapped. No, we didn't zap. If it's just zapped, I'm sure we would have won. Anyway, I think that was the final. I think, in which case we get 4 trophies. Yeah, okay, that's all good then. They beat me with their deck. But they said, and that recent one, it was like, okay, we're actually going to base it on the past ones. As long as you mark them accurately and that. And then I mark them accurately because I make family-friendly content, so they're all monetizable and that. And then just recently, and not just this 2 times ago, there was another one the other day, and it's like, what happened? I thought it was going to be like, your system's now improved. It's fixed, right? You're trusting us. And because of my record of marking them correctly is correct. And so it's just like, yeah, it's like, well, it's just not true. It's just not true. Like, just literally in December 2021, despite years of them saying that it's getting improved and we're going to fix it and it's going to be based on your accuracy in the past and all that. Well, no, they still just demonetized me 2 days ago. It's just absolute nonsense. So nonsense. Apology is, what's it? Yeah, it was like 8 or 9 months. Time of 1 pregnancy, yes. keep streaming on the other one. Yeah, and fortunately some of that content is lost forever because I didn't pay to do it on the Facebook and that, and because most of them don't save it, Twitch doesn't save it, DLive doesn't save it, and that. And I think then the Periscope, it's sort of that has a little bit of all of them, but it sort of chopped out big chunks of it. So there's some of the content that literally was exclusive and live as of then, and it's gone forever. That content is no longer available. I mean, as in I haven't removed it, but it just didn't record it didn't live stream all of it and that. So there's chunks that are gone, and so it wasn't very well saved and documented during that. I'll show you this the fact that they are still doing this nonsense despite everything they've said. And I should have, like, it doesn't even matter though. Well, see, it honestly doesn't even matter. They don't give a stuff. Otherwise, they wouldn't just keep making up this nonsense. This dishonesty about, oh, it's fixed and it's like, no, it's not. It's flipping not. But yeah, because I can just make a list to prove to you, oh, they said in this date they said this, in this date they said this, in this date, in this creator update they said, creator insider video they said this, on this date they sent out an email saying this, on this day they put out a banner thing on the analytics thing saying it's going to be fixed this time. On this recent time they said that now we're going to finally figure it and base it out on your record if you mark them accurately, so you wouldn't experience more problems with this. It's just absolute nonsense. It's just so nonsense. They just keep doing it. They've just done it for years. I mean, Ricky had massive problems with it, and I mean, the Halo ones were actually pretty fine, but it still gets issues with it and that, and copyright claims on the NCS thing. But yeah, I'll just show you this one here. There you go, right here. So it was on, and it says, the video is running limited or no ads due to content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. Oh, really? That's what you've told me so many flippant times, and every single time I request, oh, actually, this isn't wrong. It's, oh, actually, no, it was our mistake. It's like, oh, yeah, thanks. I just missed out on all that monetization, all that advertising, because you flippin' incorrectly marked it, as you do every single time that you mark it, as not suitable for advertisers. So annoying. And I mean, they've still got this stream, and then that's a bug that sometimes happens. I've still got a stream, which is monetization, that I literally 2 years ago, over 600 days ago, I requested a review on this. They still have not reviewed it. It was from 2019, August 2019. And it says it normally takes a week. And they still, this one right here. This one here. There we go. This video is running limited or no ads due to content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. It's like, oh yeah, I requested a review on it. And yeah, I requested a review on it over 2 flippin' years ago, and you still haven't. It's still pending. And I even asked them once. On those chats in which they're so stupid towards you. They just treat you like you're total. It's just so stupid, man. They're the worst company I've ever dealt with in my life, and they're just so like. And anyway, they said, oh no, it's not lost in the traction, you know. And and I'll tell you what, the animosity of the what's the word? It's trimosity, the audacity. They then said. When I asked about this thing, oh, why is it demonetized? You know what they said? They said, what did they say? They said, oh, due to the current COVID-19 pandemic, it is taking us longer than usual to, and it's like, that is the biggest nonsense. That's absolute, utter, total, just absolute, because this video was before the pandemic. This was before the pandemic. And I think this was in 2020 I was talking to them, and oh, no, but due to the COVID virus, it's taking us longer than usual. It's like, absolute nonsense, dude. I reviewed this months before this was in August and that. But 2 months before, like, the case had been detected and that, but when it was actually then affecting YouTube, it was so nonsense. Like, are you serious? You're gonna tell me that the reason why you haven't reviewed this, even though I requested a review weeks before the first case of COVID was even detected, you're telling me as your reasoning for not reviewing that it's because of the pandemic? It's like, you absolute frauds. It's just absolute nonsense. And I don't know if the button's even there anymore. No, it's... Yeah, this video has been reviewed to determine... Yeah, it's been reviewed for frickin' 100+ weeks, and you still haven't... It's... See, and it's like, you wonder why I'm so, like, just like, I'm done with YouTube. I'm so done with doing YouTube. Like, this is not just like, oh, man, it must be such a, like, a rare case to have, like, a problem with YouTube regarding monetization. No, this has just been what it's been for years. And it's just awful. It's just, it's bad. It's just so bad for me to be even just, it's so unhealthy for me to even deal with all this. And so anyway, but then you get an idea of just how absolute nonsense it is. And oh, the reason, you know, we're currently experiencing delays due to the pandemic. It's like, dude, that is just absolutely patently false that is the reason why you haven't reviewed that video. It says that it takes about a week. I requested this way back in August 2019, and you had that week, plus the next 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 week to review it before the virus, and you're then telling me, oh, I'm sorry, it's just so flippin', like, insane. I just cannot convey to you to the level and extent of the nonsense, the lies that I've had to deal with YouTube and that. And yeah, Facebook cuts out after, so yeah, that's also another issue with that as well. Anyway, I'm gonna continue on. But now well, those of you here now have some idea as to the level at which I experienced that, and how insanely, like, why in the world would I ever dedicate my life to, well, dedicate a big part of my life to this platform, when this is the sort of treatment you get. This is the sort of stuff you deal with routinely. It's just absolute nonsense. Let alone all the stupid stuff they do, like, okay, we're removing... Man, they shot those errors so fast. All the nonsense they do regarding all the other stuff, like, we are removing the likes count. I mean, the dislikes counter for public view and that. And we are removing sub counts and all this other stuff. And then they just... The reasoning behind it is just also nonsense in some of the cases. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, it's just so many things. So many things. I remember way back in 2017, someone actually challenged their thing about the demonetization thing, saying that there's no correlation between, well, they said that it didn't affect search and discovery or something, was their argument. That, yeah. Yeah, and then someone to, like, challenge that, and then they actually ended up addressing it. Yeah. Okay. Playing it mostly on pilot. Yeah, man. We're not even progressing it. Well, all you did in Queen. It's, yeah, yesterday we were just doing, and it's not like, oh, today you're playing so badly. It's like, nope, that's not it. I still sometimes feel like that, and then I get really annoyed, but I know I've played this game long enough to know it's not that, and it's just the fact, yeah, I think we're worse than what we started, and we've played for, like, yeah, over an hour now. Although not all of them were ranked, but yeah, it's just going back and forward and back and forward and back and forward. You're like, I'm so sick of this. I don't think I'll be lasting at this game. I'm still playing it, and I've been saying that for a while, but we'll see. We'll see through this update and see how it goes. I don't find that thing about Pitsu's saying about that guy. I think we should win this round at least. Like it was like, zzz, behind. Mushy Monsters, Simon, Cal. Hey Peter, welcome to the stream. Hi all, you're starting to sound like Ricky. I am out. Often I find, yeah, that up 1 star in them, it's better to just have another troop. Got a haircut and some groceries. Nice. What groceries did you get? Man, he got this ability. He gets it real fast, his energy. What? He like just gets, I've never noticed how quick he gets it. He's on like so, what the heck? It's like 3 hits or something. How long was that streaming? Probably like, well, I was going to say 2 hours, but it's almost 2 hours and we're definitely streaming for 1.5 an hour. So probably till like 8. So maybe like another hour and a half. Do dee do, do dee do, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, that's a good hit. Yeah, push him back. Oh. Oh, he's okay. I think we should win this round. Yeah, we will. I'll be home by then. Start babysitting right after that. Boom, boom. Yeah, I didn't know. Oh well. Oh bother. Oh Rumpelstiltskin. Oh, that's a good hit. Yeah, that's a good hit. It's a solid hit. That's a juicy hit. Oh, that's a brutal. Oh yeah, that's a death. Blah. Did miss that to Elixir, which I reckon if we had a miner in there, that could have changed it. Gonna be a challenge. 4-year-old's already crying. Oh, it's not good. Those are fine, yeah, this will be a challenge. Selena Gomez. I listen to the song Who Says? Who Says? Who Says? Anyway, yeah, no, I remember listening to it ages ago. I used to, yeah, that song, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, it actually was part of the streams in that. Oh, not quite. Nah, we lose this one. Lose more trophies, this is crazy. Anyway, but yeah, it was a part of the streams, because yeah, we did the live like count on it, and we talked about, yeah. Love You to Lose Me, Rare. Rare was that January 2020. I didn't even listen to it then, but then those other two were the other ones. Oh man, we've done so bad. We're just doing terrible today. But I'm not letting it bother me too much. But it's so annoying. It's like, really? We're like just losing all our tokens. We're not moving like at all. Super annoying. We're going backwards. But yeah, there's that song. There's Look at Me Now. Look at Me Now, and then there's Lose You Love Me. Yeah, that's right. And I did the live count on it. That's actually real cool. But yeah. Anyway, let's listen to the song again. It's a weird thing, influencing that. It's annoying that most people, in real life, it's a pain. I don't connect with most people in real life. Most people in real life don't find me interesting. I mean, I think that applies online as well. I think that it's a minority that actually find my video ideas interesting in that. And I mean, I don't expect, like, you know, when I was uploading all those Royal Rivals ones, just hours of content of me playing. I don't expect virtually anyone to be interested in those. I just wanted to have all the content of me playing uploaded. But yeah, on certain other things, it's sort of, especially the analytical stuff, sort of lots of people aren't interested in that. Some people really like it, but most people aren't. It's very weird how we're sort of, I don't know, because it's, in some regards, you know, people are like, you know, oh, it's so cool, we all have different strengths and all that, and in another way, I mean, strengths, sure, but as in all, we're different personalities and that, but in some ways, it's really annoying, actually. It's like, man, I just wish everyone would appreciate this, etc. and that, versus, it's sort of like, I feel like we over the top emphasize the positivities of difference. Yeah, I mean, but no, I mean, there's absolutely a greatness in difference in that. It entirely depends on the difference in that. But I feel like we're so pro this idea of, oh, well, you know, difference is good. But at the same time, most people don't actually believe that anyway. Like, if you look at how accepting people are of people with autism, it's like very not so, despite, yeah, no, we love difference, all for difference, and that, all for tolerance, and it's like, yeah, I don't think you are. You're not, because you don't, yeah, but I mean, and obviously some people legitimately are, but in my experience, found most people are not. And it's not specifically autism, they're just against difference. But then I think that, I mean, in terms of belief and theoretical, people are like, oh, there's just this idea that difference is so good that they just overemphasize that just every different thing. Well, no, all difference is good. Everything's equally valid, and it's not. And it's just people just over the top with that. Because there absolutely is great things in difference, but there's also not good things in difference in that. Yes. Like, even just take values in that. Like, it's, you know, you could say, oh, you know, it was so good, you know, Harry in this game and that. It's good difference, right? You know, his value of, you know, cheating's okay in this game. You know, it's, you know, difference, right? You know, embrace difference in that. It's like, no, that's not good. We do not want someone cheating in that. That is not a good difference. That is a bad difference. That is a bad trait. I do not support difference in that way. I do not think that you should cheat your way to the top of the leaderboard. And clearly, and you know, and so it's like, okay, now, you know, you realize, oh, wait, no, actually, I don't, do you support the difference of him cheating? Do you think that's an equally valid form of belief? An equally valid form of doing things? Cheating? It's like, oh, no. It's like, oh, but what happened to supporting difference, you know? And so it's like, again, it comes back to what is the difference in that? But people are, but then again, people, in that case, they don't agree with that. But I feel like people, like, believe, I don't know, far more, they're, like, so pro-difference that there's sort of things like that then, well, not that, but other things that they would then support just because it's difference without realizing, actually, no, it's not a good idea. I love SuperSight's variety. I did all sorts of stuff. In that. And I didn't expect everyone to be interested in everything in that. But most people just weren't interested in most of it. Like, yeah. Reckon I'm a bit nerdy. Watch more science channels. Nice. More science channels than games. I mean, that's how it should be. Let's be honest, we all love these bot exposing. Oh, I remember them? Yeah, I remember them. Yeah, well, most people didn't, though. I mean, I had 33,000 subscribers, and most of them probably didn't even get 1,000 views. So most of my audience didn't enjoy them, and yeah, it's just, yeah. You know, I like it. I know you do, Lynn. Did some cool live counts. Yeah, I enjoyed doing them. I even had an idea. I was like, I could actually start up a company, and the idea is to preserve as much data as possible, and we like do all these streams of all these things, and it's a cool record. And I sort of even wrote a couple of descriptions that like sort of encompass that vision, but it didn't come to fruition. Can't handle me. Put an iPad in my hands. I'm good. Babysit. Man, did I talk for that long? Before you Joy's house. Bit of experience. Whoa, I missed so much chat. Youngest weird challenge. Oh, there we go. Streaming this later, or are you streaming later, or is this is it? Sleep. I didn't go to all the thoughts I was going to go to with the thing about difference. How do I get onto that? Oh, you didn't quite get it better. At least we get the zap. Oh yeah, to do with like the analytics and that. Most people didn't enjoy most of my content, unfortunately. Oh, almost. Not quite. Can't remember. Something else I was gonna say. Oh, Florey's in this again. I'll probably verse him and then I'm knocked out and then it's like, So yeah, saying it. Welcome to the stream, Russian player. Oh shit! No, we're knocked out and we lose 6 trophies. What? Oh, we're doing so terrible today. As possible. And then we get 4, so yeah. Do you go to Taco Bell? I didn't know. I didn't go to Taco Bell yesterday. I think it was closed. It was closed, and they didn't do orders online. It was closed, yeah. How about this time? Oh, we closed again. Losing 6. Oh man, we've gone backwards this stream. Oh, we're dropping in point. Yeah, that's crazy. And we're like using up so many tokens. And we've been playing for 2 hours. Oh no, we've only been playing for an hour. An hour of ranked, and we're going backwards. Oh, that's right, I started with, it's a shame that most people don't find me interesting. It is a shame. It really is a shame. In real life, most people don't find me interesting. Which, yeah, it's just a shame. It really is. I have an audience, a niche audience finds me interesting. Well, not yeah, I mean, in real life, I don't really have an audience. But, yeah, a couple of people find me interesting. Not most, but the odd person. The odd person. Niche audience. How? We've just done so badly today. I mean, we have to use other tokens anyway, so we might as well keep fighting to try and move up. But we've done terrible. Like, we're just absolutely abysmally terribly today. It's just so bad. And I'm honestly not playing really bad. I've played this game enough to know that. So it just so totally comes down to, well, now everyone's using this queen deck that I can't beat, and then we just lose like, almost every game. Well, yeah, enough that we're actually going backwards in the ranking. But it just feels so disheartening. It's like, you know, by the end of it, we'll play for like 2 hours, and if by that time we've still gone backwards, it's like, what a waste of flippin' time. Like, as in the whole point is to try and actually progress in the game. Well, if we can go backwards, use up all our 15 tokens that we had to spend real money in order to get 10 of them, and then have gone backwards and dropped in rank, it's like, what the heck? That's crazy. Yeah, Selena Gomez, eh? Selena. Oh, I just first seen this dude again. It's so annoying. That's right, and I was going back to the thought of influence in that. She's like insane, like in terms of 100 million Instagram followers and that. She's the most followed on Instagram. Then I think like Ronaldo took over. But she still did super well. I didn't know. I read that she announced in 2020 that she had bipolar. Why isn't she revealed that she had bipolar? That's insane. I was so shocked. Like, that's crazy that she would have just constantly going through highs and lows, and somehow managed to produce all the content she did. And somehow, I wasn't. I mean, I didn't follow her intensely, not that much really. But like it was. I feel like most of her fans wouldn't have been aware that she had bipolar, which is crazy. Then that you could go that long without it being obvious. Like I'm like, wow. Oh, that's totally avoidable. Get the queen. I'm going down. This is so annoying. Like we're just lost all these trophies and just been playing for an hour. Used up most of our tokens. It's like, oh, what the heck? This is such a dismal. So I should just stop now. But it's like I'm not negative about it. It's just I just think that just who I'm playing is just clearly just the people I've been versing are clearly just really bad opponents to be versing, and definitely are not giving me streaks. SuperSight for Vegemite. They said try it on toasted bread, buttered and cheese. Oh yes, I think some people do that. Selena's but well, good on ingredients. Yeah, she's been going to. I mean, there's 3 ingredients. Just been reading on Wikipedia. I sound like yeah, well, as if like it sound like I like no, like oh yeah, nah. But yeah, no, she said that she's been since her 20s. She's been seeking therapy and that. So good on her for doing that. Tim Tam's yummy. Just a 3-0. Man, we literally have gone backwards. After all these attacks for an hour, we're actually dropping. That's insane. And this is I just cannot cope with a game like this. It's just I'm just not going to last at this game. Even though yeah, sure, I'm top 40 in the world. I just cannot cope with just going backwards like after an hour of playing and you're just doing that. It's so annoying. It's just unbelievably excruciatingly frustrating for me. Like now I've just used up our tokens and we've gone backwards. That's so dumb. That's insanely stupid. So stupid. The others must be saving like Tazzy and that. Oh, the other did the Flory keeps going in it and he beats me. I don't know, and it's like it was like the same time as yesterday approximately, and yesterday we were like winning, and today we're losing. Okay, see you, Peter. Thanks for being part of the stream. Well, I might just call it at 7 AM, just go to bed, actually. Because it's like, I'm sick of this, actually. I was just losing, and it's just like, there's no point if I just keep meeting people that it's just losing to. No, we've already versed this dude. I probably lost against him, I can't remember. But yeah, I mean, I lost against most people today. How trophies you have? Diddley, welcome to the stream. I have, I don't know, 1,600. And you play the same day. Yeah, no, and that's why I think it's luck, because I honestly do not think that today I'm playing significantly worse. I'm using the exact same deck. I'm using the exact same methodology of if there's a placement tile, I go on it and I move the things around at like approximately the same every day, and then it's like I win, get lots of streaks, I move up heaps of trophies, win 6, 7, 8 rounds in a row, and wow, you're amazing today, and then the next day, oh, I lose, and oh, I lose, and oh, I lose. It's like, oh, I'm so sick of this. And it's like, that's not me. That's what's so, I hate that, that's what I hate about it. It's like, from day to day, I'm going from like a champion, winner, and then just lose, and it's like, I'm so sick of it. And it's because I'm not the one that's changing. That's what I just hate about it. It's just so annoying. Because I'm not changing, and I go from winning, and losing. It's like, I'm so sick of it. And it's like, and it literally will have played by the end of it for like 2 hours and gone backwards. And it's like, are you serious? But then yesterday and the day before, we played, especially yesterday, we played and went up. And it's like, whoa, and I just can't deal with that. I just cannot. I'm mentally weak and not being able to deal with it. It's annoying. I wish I could just be like, oh, well, that's just life. But it's so flippin' annoying. I just can't cope with a game that does that. It's like I'm doing the same thing. I'm playing the same way. I've got the exact same deck. I'm using the same principles and how to play the matches. And I go from winning, losing, and it just can't, it just does my head in, because it's like, I'm being consistent, but it just, whether I win or lose is not, and that's not dependent on me, because I'm doing exactly what I do, and I just like win, lose, and it's like, well, this is just dumb. It's not actually, it's not like I can actually really figure out, am I getting better, am I getting worse, did I play that game well or bad? It's just literally just the luck of who you're getting, and that's why I just hate it so much. It's like, yeah, it does my head in. And that's why it's clearly not a good game for me to be playing. If this is how I just can't deal with it. It's so annoying. So annoying. Oh, there we go. So we've used up all our tokens. So then we'll use up 5 more because I said have 94 before the update in case that happens. But yeah, you guys have been watching for ages. You know my frustration. And hopefully you don't have the same. Yeah, hopefully you're fine with it. But I'm not. Show later. Oh yeah, you would have seen it temporarily. Oh, there we go. Oh, looks like we'll win this one. Oh no, he's gonna knock him. Oh, maybe we won't win this one. I don't think we will. No. Okay. Same time of day, same deck, same strategy, just different opponents with different decks. And I think heaps of them, I've noticed heaps of them have had the queen. And the problem is I'm not good at defeating the queen. But then again, it's just like, well, that's just unfortunate, isn't it? It's not like, oh, I played it so badly. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, I hope I find another game that I really enjoy in the future. That'll be nice. I'm waiting for a location-based game. That will be the one, and that's very niche because there's very few location-based games out there, let alone. Yeah, I mean, I did that video in which I showcased, you know, like I said I was looking for them, and even that one only had like 20 of them, and they were basically the only ones that actually have any sizable following. And that was all in that thumbnail, all those ones there. But I'm really hoping, because I reckon it's the sort of thing I would be happily playing for ages and going around there. Because I like maxing out a game and slowly, you know, building my way up, being a front runner, slowly leading the charge of. Well, we could win this one. Quicks out. No, fine. And you know, leading the charge and slowly, you know, progressing up through the ranks and like, hey, this is out. But yeah, in this one, there's just all these. Like, I mean, I'm 30. There's all those people that are above me. Okay. Just hopefully hit them. But yeah, in this one, there's all these other people that are better than me or as good as me. Love the location mask. Yeah, I did the Go City one. That was fun. That was fun, but unfortunately didn't have an audience in that. So hard, man. It's like, yeah. I watched a video by a guy called Dustin, Smarter Every Day, and he did it on not letting, you know, are you letting YouTube influence you and your voice in that? And it was a very interesting video, and that I liked, I enjoyed it, and that, and it talked about, yeah, it talked about, you know, not letting YouTube influence your voice in that. But I mean, I'm so dependent on it. It's like, okay, people don't like that game, well, I won't do any more of that game. There's a level which if you're doing it if you're trying to make an income off it, you have to be very responsive to what the market wants, because it's literally, and I remember I used to think in this way, but then I thought, oh, if I say it in that way, people will be offended and think, how could you think of it that way? But I remember thinking this, and I didn't say it at the time, because I was just, I think back, and I think wrongly of how I acted back then. And that was not saying what I actually thought. I was so, and I mean, even to the present day, there's a level at which I won't say, but and there's reasons for that. But even just back then, I wouldn't say, and I think there was something wrong about what I did. I should have said what I actually thought, more so. I mean, yeah, it would have just ended, I would have had a worse short-term income, but I think, yeah, definitely would have. But the long-term income, long-term outcome in that, I think for me would have been better, because I was actually being myself, and actually this constant suppression of who I was and what I thought, that was not good. That was really bad. And you know, doing, oh, I can't say this, I can't say that, and I actually wish from the start I'd actually done it. I'd gone differently in that, but now I think about it and I do say what it is, but it doesn't make you any friends saying what you actually think. It actually causes quite a lot of problems for you. But that said, I still think, I mean, there's the quote of, you know, better to be hated for who you are than who you're not. But as in this case, sure I heal that guy. In this case, it's not a matter of the. It's. Pardon me. It's not. It's like you actually get liked if you be a certain person now. But it's sort of there'd be some quote that sort of summarizes my position on that. But it'd sort of be like, oh, I don't know. Like better to, oh, I don't know. Better to be true to your character than to be a sellout for money. Something along those lines. Not a very eloquent way of saying it, but something along those lines. So you know, in effect, it's like you can do what you do, you know, for popularity and that. And it's ironic because I mean I was doing this and I wish I hadn't done it and that. I mean there was a level at which I was literally, I mean because I did start out doing YouTube because I legitimately enjoyed it and wanted to actually be able to, I mean I had the goal of becoming a YouTuber and that, but I legitimately was doing it to help people make coins and that and that. But then I ended up convincing myself, like, because you know the line's like, you know, if I just have one subscriber I'd still do this and that, and I'd sort of convinced myself of that sort of logic in that. I mean I knew that wasn't the case. If I had one I wouldn't do it in that, but that sort of lines in that, and then I'd say that, you know, like, oh, but, and now I realize, no, that wasn't accurate. I just convinced myself that, you know, because, oh, no, that's the right position to have, that's what I should say in that, but now I'm like, no, not at all. But then, yeah, so then, but now, yeah, you look at all the Hollywood star, well, not all of them, but most of them, and they're all singing a very similar tune, and that, and it's like, it's not a coincidence that they're all so similar on that position or regard, and how they say this and that, it's, yeah, but, and I wouldn't class this as a star at all, man. People would absolutely hate me, but, yeah, it's sort of like, and that's because I'm sort of, well, there's a few reasons, but I just like am more and more saying what I actually think in that, and not just like, okay, we'll just do the pleasantries and that. I mean that also links into the autism world as well, of not conforming in that, and because you're different, people don't like that at all. But then it's ironic because people like think, oh no, you know, if you're autistic in that, you shouldn't just change, you know, you should be allowed to be yourself. That's what they say. But then if it comes to like, well, Hollywood star that does that, oh no, that's awful, you can't do that. It's just so much nonsense, double standards in what people actually believe versus what they, you know, what they actually act out on. It's, yeah, there's so much nonsense. I'd be absolutely wrecked in Hollywood. I don't know what, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't think it'd be good. Yeah, but yeah, and I don't intend to go to Hollywood. I don't have aspirations to go to Hollywood or be part of Hollywood or whatever. I'm not even a good actor. I think I'd be a terrible actor actually. I mean I wouldn't. I don't know. I mean if they offered me a role, I don't know. I just don't think I would have what it would take. I don't think I would have what it would take in that. And I mean I see so much inefficiency and different things, well not inefficiency, more like injustice in that, and all sorts of different areas in that, like, and when you make a, yeah, and I mean this was far before it was sort of trendy in that, to sort of like, oh I'm against this, that and the other and that. Like, I mean this was just literally who I was years ago in that, and I'd see some injustice and I'd be like, that's not good in that, and yeah, different people didn't like it, teachers didn't like it if I saw them being a bit biased, a bit of favoritism. They didn't like that, and I found that out. Yeah, but there was actually one kid that actually that I met this year in that, and he said, to my surprise, I didn't really remember it that well in that, all this sort of stuff. But then, and he said to me, he was like, actually, that's one thing I really liked about you. You know, if you saw the teacher, you know, being biased and being like that, you would speak up in that. I mean, and that was actually the realization that, oh yeah, actually I do that. Like to me, it was just who I was. It was just like my character as it was. I didn't even think about that. Oh yeah, actually most people don't do that, and actually it's because, yeah, I care about the unfairness in that, and I didn't sort of realize, it's just like it was just normal to me in that. But then by him saying that, I'm like, oh wow, like that's, I'm glad you thought so. I didn't even think about that I was even doing that. But yeah, okay, back to the chat. You do play Risk with Enjoy. That is true. That is true. That is actually true. I really do enjoy the risk. Yeah, that's actually a real good game. I do get so annoyed with the stupid bots that they haven't fixed, but it's a good game. Yo, Izzy. Oh, Izzy came by. Oh, probably you've left now. Oh, no, I think Izzy's still here. GG in the game. Oh, wait, did I beat that one? I'm not sure. Either way, well, it was a good game. I think it was a 2-2. I can't remember who actually won. I think you won. Not sure. Anyway, thank you for the game, and thank you for coming by the stream. And Madison CR. And you're a top player. I've versed you many times before. So, nice to finally have you. Nice to finally have you. There you go. You're 20th in the world. So, well done. Well played. You're like 400 trophies more higher than me. Oh, there we go. We've been playing Asteria, which we keep losing to. Yeah, oh, we played Dave the other day. I think we beat Dave, actually. That was in the, yeah, and we Funnelex, and we versus this guy. Flory, he's 4th in the world. No wonder he keeps winning. But then in saying that, that's then implying that it's because of strategy and that, which I then think luck is a big part of it. But yeah, Izzy, thank you for coming by the stream, and Cosmo, welcome. So many people here. We just play, last time, SuperSight will check. There I am, reading it, checking the chat. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, that was a good game. Izzy, good game. GG, well played. There we go. Yeah, how we've lost to trophies. That's so flippin' sad. Like, we've played for like an hour and a half, and we've gone backwards. Like, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. Yeah, Risk, and I do want to get back into Risk. I really do, and that will be fun. I sort of like was going to play this one and sort of see how it turned out in that. If it was real popular, I would have been covering it intensely, but then it's sort of like not very popular, but I don't want to stop covering it quite yet. So, yeah. It still sort of feels like very early days, even though it's actually been quite a while now. Who knows what I'll end up doing with it. Oh, what's up in this round? I'm not super tired, but at the same time, I think it's good that I get to bed sooner than later. So they say 94 is the golden amount, right? We'll get to 94 then, 94 tokens. And also, then it means that yes, tomorrow we'll have to play less in case I have less time tomorrow. Nice. Oh, I'm just gonna check something. Oh, there you go. Looks like a win. Virus. And oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lynn. If you can just please ban him. The dude that just posted vog.vy, it's a dodgy scam site. Oh, I should move the dudes. But he's put a space in it, so then it's like not an actual website, even though it is a website. Oh, you got me. I think, yeah, that was my fault. I should have lined it up. Oh, if we lose, that was my fault. Okay. How do I do this? Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Oh, nice. Yeah, this. I think we're winning this one, which is very nice. There we go. Wowzers. Yeah, we got him. We got him. Beautiful. We actually get a win. 94 is the golden amount, apparently. Do 2 more. Well, we'll use up 2 more. Oh, yeah, that will be 2. It didn't appear on my iPad. That's crazy. I don't know how that YouTube hasn't fixed that. Do you know how they didn't ban the YouTube streams? The scam streams? They had thousands of viewers. Like, there's just so many things I just can't really believe. But that's sort of a problem, unfortunately, with big companies. Like, it's like, theoretically, there shouldn't be an issue with the company getting big, but the problem is that then they just get away with so much. Like, if you had a good, big company, then it would be fine. The problem is, because they're big, then they often get worse and worse because of the fact that they can get away with so much because they're a big company. It's just annoying. I mean, like, in New Zealand, they've even, like, got a sort of, I'm not sure, I think it's like a government thing or whatnot. It's like a commission. Any of this thing, like, if big companies join, like, a merger, they actually have to, like, get it, it has to be approved by government and whatnot. That's, like, how important or serious it is when big companies become bigger or when 2 companies join and then there's, like, less competition. To the point that then there's like a government thing that approves merger. I think they have that in the US as well, to do, you know, to make sure it's not too anti-competitive. Sort of kind of annoying. Like, you just wish it would just sort itself out, but people just like think, hey, why don't we just buy up the entire market and then we just win? So it's like, yeah, which I mean, mathematically, profitably makes sense, but then that causes other issues. So it's just it's kind of funny how it's annoying how that plays out. It's like, hey, why don't we just buy up all the competitions? Then we have a total monopoly on this. And it's like, yeah, that does mathematically make sense, but then, and so then instead, then they do everything in their power to like, not, since if they can't buy it up, then they try and like, well, maximize. Yeah, it's just all, you know, their profit or business size, etc. So my iPad has a filter; it doesn't usually show. Yeah. Unless that one is on a different chat mode. Okay, this will be our last game. Oh, this guy... See, we've just gone backwards. This is insane. Like, we've just played for 2 hours. And we're worse than what we started, I'm pretty sure. Or we're close to it. It's like, seriously. Like, it's so annoying. And it's like, and it's not like, oh man, yesterday I was just such a good player. And today, I've lost it. I might as well just quit the game today. I've just lost all my ability, my skill. I've lost the plot. SuperSight has actually lost the plot. He's getting worse by the day. It's like, no, that's not what's happened. It's just because it's so dependent on your opponents. So you use the same deck, you use the same strategy, you play at the same time of day. And one day you're a hero, you're a legend, you win 7 or 8 in a row. The next day, oh, you just can't win a game. You're so bad at this game. How are you even like? How are you even high in the world? You're so bad at it. It's like so stupid. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna last at this game. I mean, I don't think this game is gonna last. I think it will outlast me because I'll just get so sick of it. I'll just stop. But we'll see. Oh, actually, one last round. What the heck? What the heck? How did we win? Oh, we were lucky that we. Looks like we'll win this round. Oh wow, that. Oh yeah. Smack. I think he was still here. We'll get a comeback. It'll be crazy if we beat him. As Jaja would say, it's crazy! Stab to the heart. He might go that side. He might swap sides this time now. Though. Oh, he went it again. Oh, that's so unlucky. I got all the benefit and got none of the negative. Like, other than his thing hit, like, that guy hit. Yeah, that was just so, like, unlucky. To be like, he thought surely it will change next turn. Nope. So that was insanely unlucky. He gets good streak with Monk. Some streams, yeah. Monk isn't a typical pick. But what is? Archer Queen? I mean, there's almost no one plays with the Barb King, and almost no one plays with the Warden. And then there's a few people with monks, and if that's not a typical pick, then there's literally only 2 other picks that actually realistically have any sizable fan base, and that's the Queen. Basically, is the massive market right now. Few of them pick that the Countess. Yeah, that's actually gonna wrap it up. There we go, we got through. There's enough gems to last us. Keep buying these things, not the glitch actually gonna have much value anymore. We'll look at this. How are we going here? Whoa! We're really close. A couple more days, and we will have officially got to the very, very end. That's kind of cool. That was my goal. There we go, we've got to this league, and then we'll reset. Man, that's so crazy! After all that, we just went backwards. Or stayed the same, which is insane. 2 hours worth of playing, and we didn't even move. So the thing is, even, you know, and I think it is a good thing that they're getting rid of that challenge token to play in that. I think that's a great move. But even then, it's like, well, unless I can win, then I'll just get so sick of it. I'll be like, well, we've just played. You know, imagine if that 2 hours, when it becomes 4 hours. I'm like, okay, we have played for 4 hours, and we have not moved on this leaderboard. Like, I'll just be like, okay, I'm done with this game. I'm so done with it. We've literally played for 4 hours, and we're not moving. I mean, they even emphasized in that video, oh, you know, you can play as much as you want, but you'll lose lots if you lose. And so it's like, yeah. So I'll just sort of stick there and just not move. Because it's so hard to move sometimes. Because it's so dependent on what your opponents are and use. Well, not even who they are. It's more just who they use. Like what heroes they have. Which you can't control. And so it's sort of like the biggest factor as to whether you win or lose. You can't control. You control how you place your deck. But if they've got like a good counter deck, then, well, you've lost. And likewise, if there's someone that you're versing that's got a bad counter deck, and you've got a counter deck to them, then it doesn't really matter how you play. There we go. At the end, so maybe 20 more minutes, indeed. Okay, let's find this Itsu tweet. Itsu, where yo at? Twitter, home. It's under notifications. Okay, here we go. We'll go like that. We'll go like that. Boom. Okay, so... I love a great wine. Who is John Bishop? If it is his brother Chris Bishop, he's often trending on Twitter. He's some of the people I follow. Okay, anyway, Everdale. Okay, so we're going to notifications. And... I think it was this... oh, no, I think... nope. Oh yeah, that was... Oh no, that was in response to the 7 others. Of which Itsu was one of them. He publicly called... He got it... Yeah, that was... Oh, first. No, that was actually a few days ago. When... I mean, that's not even... That's a silly proof, in my opinion. Easy win. When you play #1 ranked player with your Quest Mega Knight deck, an easy win. And that, please ban this sturdy. It's embarrassing. Oh, is that because... Oh, maybe it's because he's... No, in that case, then it's not. Because isn't it sort of like, he's so easy. See, this is proof that, you know, he's that like, dirty win trader, and that's embarrassing that he's then... That he can get beaten. But it's like, well, it just comes down to deck versus deck. But, oh, he's got... Oh, yeah, he's got that one there. Anyway, but yeah, he called... Well, yeah, he said, please ban, yeah. A straight call to get the guy banned, and sure enough, he got banned. See what people said. Oh, what? I feel like that's a public display. Like, I'm sure that he'd have... I'm sure he could just contact them directly. Please stand by, and thank you for reporting. It seems so fake. Like, it's just a public showing of... yeah, of... Because, no, that's insane. These people were saying, like, there was people in other games that were cheating, and they wouldn't do anything about them. Like, I mean, well, that was a bit different. That was a account sharing in that, which then there was a big debate as to whether it's and that was in Clash Royale, and that went on for, I think, months before they ever took action on that. Like, okay, so you appreciate this guy for reporting. It's like... It's, if people like, it's like, okay, well, I mean, this one's very hard to know if someone's actually cheating or not. But it's like in other Supercell games, people report all the time, and no response, nothing happens, even if you report all the time. So it's sort of like, oh, this guy. It's like, what? So you suddenly very much care? It's like, yeah, I find that odd. I feel like that's a public display of, yeah. The new ranked changes. Oh yeah, this is true. I mean, but then I don't think that I mean, they could have had detection systems in place, but also just don't let people with tokens that play with non-tokens. At minimum, that would have helped. I don't think that the change helped. You can still do the same thing. Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, good point. I know, but why? No, this is also right for a reason. Well, it's the reason it's the new. Oh, because it's time based. So then. Oh, but yeah, and so then in that regard, it's not like. It's not like those few valuable attacks for us that are constraining us. And like then it's doesn't matter in that because we can play unlimited anyway. But he's right in the fact that then it doesn't change the fact that you can still do win trades. Interesting. Two high-profile people having a civil discussion. Good to see. Think correctly what we changed global reasons. So many people play the win go under. If he thinks it's going to spoil the fun by then, he should calm down. And then it doesn't bring him anything except that. No, but the thing is though that he was just a blatant. I don't know. I didn't know it was him, but he obviously somehow spotted him in that. But it's not. It's not in something like look at Dream. Look at Dream. His entire massive popular channel in that, and it was dodge. It was dodge in that. And so it's sort of like, and so it's like, sure, it's like easy to think, oh well, yeah, no one likes people to cheat in that. But yeah, but this guy obviously did it in a obviously blatantly silly way, so then everyone just spotted. But if you do it subtly in that, and you would become a top player in that, like take Verocity or whatever his name was in the other game in that. He was, well, Supercell banned him, so I take it that they correctly banned him, and he was doing something dodgy in that. He wasn't strongly disliked. I thought he was awesome. Lots of people in the community liked him in that, and so people had no idea he was cheating in that. So then it's like, yeah, it's like, so it actually does bring people. If cheating didn't bring anyone in that, and no one liked them, like, then people wouldn't do it. But yeah, I disagree with the sort of like, it's easy to associate. Oh, well, people don't like cheating. Yeah, but it's not obvious who's a cheater in that, and most people do it very undetected, so you don't actually know. And it's not just like, well, cheaters won't. People don't like cheaters, so therefore people won't cheat. It's like, no, that's not how it works. Don't even understand what's going on here. Oh, with a mini. Oh, true. I don't think I ever versed him either. But you'd have to then try and. You couldn't do it every time. How to attack without heroes. Confused. Was that Itsu that posted that? So he put that, then Itsu put that. It's just like, it's so funny. It's good on it to have been civil, but it's like, just like, no, actually, no, it's just, yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah. That's funny. Anyway, it's good that he admitted he was wrong. Okay, let's proceed on. Why is it with these people not understanding why people cheat or win trading that? People don't get, like, how can he not get it? He is the top, Itsu is the top dude in that, and is clearly will be getting benefit from being the top, and there'll be people searching him up. Everyone's talking about Itsu. He's the top talk of the town in that, and rightfully so. He's the top player in that, but it's like, it's just that I feel like this is just naivety. Like, you know, like, oh, well, in the end, you know, cheaters, you know, no one likes cheaters and that, and even, you know, why would people cheat? It's like, how do you not realize why there's so much benefit? Like, there's actual money involved if you're the top player, and then you have people searching you up, and then you get in all these extra viewers, which then do donations, and then you get the money from the, it's like, get the money from, you know, people clicking on the video, and everyone's talking about you, and you get a whole heap of traction and that. It's like, you know, why would anyone cheat? Because there's so much benefit in cheating if you can get away with that without being caught in that. Like in Dream, a massive benefit. You know, like, well, why would he cheat on YouTube? You know, I mean, what? Because he's saying, oh, because it's beta. That makes no difference that it's beta. There's benefit to be had whether it's beta or not. I mean, this game might not even make it a global, and who will be remembered, assuming that cheating doesn't get caught? The people that did well in beta. It's like, it's so obvious to me why people cheat. There's just so much benefit in doing so if you can do it and getting away with it. It's like, I don't understand the argument. Like, oh, well, people don't, you know, like cheaters and that, and you know, why would people cheat? If people don't like cheaters, they get caught anyway and that, or because they don't always. That's the thing, and you know, oh, why would you cheat in beta? It's like, there's so many reasons to. Like, there's so much benefit in cheating. It's regardless of whether it's beta. You could say that for like you could use that same argument for all sorts. You could say, why would people cheat in this situation? In this situation, it doesn't matter because they get benefit. It doesn't matter what the criteria is. They get benefit. It's I just like Yeah. Okay, back to here. But SuperSight typical? I think not. Why do you prefer Monk over the... I found that Monk actually, I did pretty reasonable, and I would get real strong win streaks with him. Well, I consider 6 or 7 a strong win streak. Even 5, I'm happy with 5 win streak. There we go, Gandalf is really dropped. So I'm not sure. That does seem fake. Was that the thumbnail thing? Cheating is rampant, it has been for the beginning of time. Indeed. That reasoning, like, you know. I mean, because I think that you could say, oh, the beta meant because it's not important in that. But it is important. That's the thing. There's money to be made in streaming this game, and doing well increases the money and the fame you get from it. Tim Bamo7, welcome to the stream. The beginning of human, indeed. I don't know. To me, it just strikes me as such a naive tweet from someone who surely would know, like, because he's number 1. He would, unless he just doesn't associate that a lot of the like growth and benefit comes from the fact that he is number 1. It just seems like, oh, why would people cheat? It's like, why would people cheat? Like, seriously? That's funny. Anyway, yeah, it's been a good stream. Oh, well, I mean, we've lost heaps, but I mean, it hasn't been a negative stream. Well, not really, but it's still been super annoying that we lost heaps. Anyway, we sort of have got to where we are at. We'll go through this thing here, and we'll do the outro. Boom, and boom. Playbacks. Man, that stagnated. None for all of those minutes, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a hang of a lot of minutes of no new viewers. Boom. Anyway, we'll do that. So thank you to everyone that was part of the stream. It's been good to have you all here. And... well, it wasn't good to have that bot here that got banned, was it? So thank you to Supercell with the heads of the camera in the game. Thank you to 24times.com for the time below. Thank you to Restream.io for allowing me to stream on all the different platforms. Thank you to Twitch, Nemo TV, YouTube, Free TV, DLive, Facebook, Rumble, Mob Crush, Twitter, and Trovo for allowing me to stream on your platforms. Thank you to OBS for the free streaming software. Thank you to 360 Mirroring for the reflection of the screen. I hope you guys have all enjoyed the stream. Thank you, Lynn, for moderating, and thank you to all of you who gave likes, all 7 of you. Thank you for those of you who came by on Twitch, and those of you who came by on YouTube, and those of you who came by on Trovo. It's been good having you here. And I will take a snapshot of this. I was thinking just today, again, I mentioned it a long time ago on the stream. I would love it if there was a programming AI, like a real smart AI, so you don't actually have to program in that, and so you can just tell it what you want it to create in that. So you could different things, like you could say, okay, well, with Rumble, I want to do I was thinking I wanted to stream on Rumble, and that like the top 50 most subscribed people on Rumble, but there's no one that, as far as I'm aware of, that's actually got API or accounts doing that in that. So I thought, well, if I had like a super smart, AI, I could just say to them, okay, so please go to Rumble and get the top 50, scan all the users and that or whatnot, find an efficient way of doing that, and find the top 50 most subscribed YouTubers, and then make a website that has all of those listed in that, and put it in like and so then I can then retrieve that number and refresh it every half a second. And then it would just automatically generate that script. And so you could just do all sorts of different things. And then, if it was ultra smart, you could say, okay, now use those numbers and do a copy of my stream that I did on top 50 most liked in the same format. And then it could just pull that data and it could actually do it. And if it was super smart, then it would just automatically transition them as well, incredibly smart. But I was just thinking, even just to the extent of, okay, in 24times.com, we've got this time below in that. Please recreate that, and then it would just sort of just do it. There'd be a lot of copying going on in that. Because the things that I know, then I'm like, oh, well, that's what I want in that, because my mind hasn't thought of. Looks like you're awake. My mind hasn't thought of the different ideas that other ideas yet in certain regards, and so I'm sort of what I would like to use is sort of based on what I already know. But it would just be so helpful in that, and then it would remove the barrier of needing to know programming in that, and so it would rather instead just be whoever's got the ideas in that. And in a sense, society's already doing that, because things that were once very complicated to interact with are becoming easier and easier and easier and easier in that. And so hopefully programming will be next in that, and that would make programmers redundant in that regard. But I'm sure they could move into other things like security or whatnot. But yeah, it would be helpful and nice and awesome if that was a possibility, because then that would just allow for a huge expansion of people with ideas just coming up with all sorts of websites and that, and it would just basically write the script. And so yeah, that would be helpful. And I think that in time that will eventually happen, and then I've got a hang of a lot of ideas that I'd love to turn straight into. AI scares me sometimes, reminds me of Hail in the book and movie. I haven't heard of that book. I forgot to like all good, Lynn. And so, yeah, anyway, that was one of the things I was thinking about. Today, I have a lot of thoughts. I often have a lot of thoughts. Boom. I'm ready for bed. I'll probably get up at 2:30 PM. Just get 7 hours sleep. I'll do that, and yeah, I think that's all. Thank you to the members of my channel, to Lin, to Peter O, to Josh Winder, to thanks to Facecast for being members of my channel. Boom, there's that. Space Odyssey. Haven't heard of that one. What was the other thing I was going to do? Is one other thing, I think. Similar AI and Wall-E. Wall-E. It's a good movie. What was it? It's the other thing I was going to do. We'll be back tomorrow with another stream, which should be good. 36, so we just... I'm actually going to look back right to the start of the stream and see where we were. Where were we at the start of the stream? 23. Hey! We went up 2 the entire... Okay, so we got to get a net by 2. If we'd played one more game and then lost the next game, we would be down after 2 hours. So there we go. We went net 2. But that was so... There was like 16... With 16 tokens. No, then plus 5. With 21 tokens. We went up plus 2. That's like 0 point... A small number. Average. There we go. Since the start. You should watch that movie. A classic. Recognize the opening music. So yeah, yeah. What? Oh, there was one other thing I was going to do or say, I think. Yeah, I can't remember. I have a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas. I think that'll wrap it up. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Thank you for being part of it. Ender, welcome to the stream. Ender's game. I'm about to end the stream. It's so sad when people join right at the end and I'm ending it because then they're like, oh. But yeah, it's been a good stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow with another stream of this and maybe other stuff as well. I don't know. It's like life is just so busy as it is, and it's just wish I could do a lot more of a lot more things. See you all later. Good night and God bless.